triple melee champion on the top side of the map for TT into things like Rumble, Ryze, and Wukong that really like to be up and personal in your face. And also you're playing heavy dive composition with Yone and Lilia, who kind of wants to Q flash.
We'll see if anything can be done about the top side. There should be staggered enough timers for maybe a play to be made here for UP if they want to go for the grubs, although right now the pressure is certainly in the hands of TT.
I feel like if anything, I would hold Ezreal Karma towards either mid lane or bot lane to try and hammer towers, get early turret platings, because I feel like doing neutral objective to neutral objective really does hit onto the jungle quite a lot. Also, heading towards the top side of the map does have the ultimate to try and still play here, and Baseline is going to take one and get out.
Here comes the Realm Warp, though. Saber could be in range to land a root, but nicely done by Baseline, hopping into the brush to make sure it does not get rooted up. Teleport comes in. It looks like actually ThunderTalk want to fight for this one here. Baseline does a lot of damage with the Blooming Blows to these grubs, and we already see Satab going in aggressively onto Xiaosha. Should be full control of the grubs. They pick up all three and will get out with their lives.
Prime instantly on top of that. 10 seconds for the next dragon, and I feel like right here for TT, they're more than happy to sort of trade 3 and 3 between them and Ultra Prime, because they do have set up on the bottom of the map on that Yone. Again, it's very, very important to get to that Blade of the Ruin King as fast as possible for that Yone to start making those big plays, start being a little bit more, quote-unquote, immortal on the sideline, if you will. You see, one turret plating, pulling Wanjang's TP as well to catch the wave. Great stuff right there from TT.
The tempo as you will, as Baishan will be able to pick up this dragon, even up the count at 1, and keep things very close between these two teams. And this is a very big deviation from our last two matchups that we've casted here, Trouble, as we have no kills in the first 11 minutes.
3 members hovering towards the top side for Ultra Prime. For TT, sorry. Oh my god. And
they're
Hoya
going right
under
back
trouble
lane,
again.
by the way. Yeah, there comes that Cyclone, but really nicely done by Hoya to land the Justice Punch and force Junao to actually flash away. Other side of things, Wanjang was actually forced back to base, meaning that ThunderTalk were able to get another full wave of pressure in the top lane.
Yeah, basically just a trade of things right here. Oh, Saber,
Wait,
Saber!
Saber just stayed way too long. Hoya gonna pick up the solo kill for first blood.
Wow, this is a selfish first blood. A flash taunt is a very, very strong tool for Galio, which Hoya will not be possessing for the next fight, whether it is around that dragon. I feel like right here Hoya is going to have to play more of a defensive Galio, if you will. Just wait for the entrance from Feather, setup, or Baitron, whoever chooses to pull the trigger first from TT. The TP is going to come through for Hoya.
Yeah, all 5 here for ThunderTalk. Really nicely done with the equalizer of Wanjang. Going to be forcing to pop that Galio ultimate defensively. Satab is still in the pit, but with the lane pressure that was generated, it will force ThunderTalk back to mid.
A tier 1 top lane tower for Ultra Prime, and it's looking like a pretty even game still on both fronts.
Oh man, that means we're gonna get some big close team fights as we get towards the end of this one. Champions are going to be very, very strong once we get to this next rotation of the Dragon, plus the Baron and the Otacon being available. Tons of neutral objectives to fight for. But in the meantime, it is ThunderTalk now holding a very slight lead as they also pick up the second Drake.
Unless they just want to give that soul point away to TT and try to potentially pressure for that mid lane tier 1.
That Swirl Seed almost connected on a Ju, and how, yeah, if you're ThunderTalk, you definitely want to fight this one here. Mikhail's actually used to prevent the Chain of Corruption from connecting, but already the Dragon at 5,000 HP. Realmore comes out, only going to be taken in by the Karma, as now they can just focus in on the Ultra Prime support. I don't think Xiaosha realized that he was going to be teleported into the middle of the entirety of ThunderTalk, and that will allow for the Dragon to go over, as well as the Lilting Lullaby to land onto Zhang. He gets knocked up, potentially taunted. The Equalizer comes out, but it might be just too late. That's finally the Feats of Warfare picked up for TT, as they will go 2-0 in the fight and make it 3 as Junhao burns to the floor.
Xiaosha went for a trip into the Ryze ult that was sent straight into TT's backline for some reason. TT are playing right now. It's working in the early game. You've got a bunch of those item power spikes right now for the Lilia, for the Yone as well.
Look at Junhao. He's so far away.
There is TP on Zhang onto that Rumble, but they don't necessarily have any teleport vision for him. Now they're looking. Setup is super low.
Yeah, actually has the shield bow proc just from the damage of the Baron, and now
thank you for the leash.
Junhao can go right towards it. It is the revives available for ThunderTalk, so if they go for a fight, and some of them go down. Not the worst thing in the world. Hoya on a flank, potentially to try to find and engage. Junhao looking for that Cyclone. He's going to find the knockup on a 1xN. The flash not going to do anything as he'll get sent right back to base. Satab teleports back into the fight. Tries to land a lot of damage onto Xiaosha. Already Jiang is down, and the collapse is true for TT. It's a double kill for Beishuan. Saber will fall the same, and a 4 for 2 has opened up on the map here for ThunderTalk. Wako and Xiaosha are still alive, though. All the revives are here for ThunderTalk, and that means that 1xN is right back to the party. He teleports to the mid lane to try to close out this flank. He's face tanking Wako, though. That could be dangerous. One more Mystic Shot should do it, but it will not connect. It's going to be a clean ace picked up for ThunderTalk as they lead 9-0 in this game, and they'll get the Baron in tow.
That was an incredible sequence from TT to use that Fog of War, force that Baron, previously having taken the account, which allows them to have the revives, and using that to their advantage, not only to pull in Ultra Prime, but also pick them apart.
Like, they are the ones in charge of potentially sending themselves into second place of this group. Still some more games to play, though. Chain of Corruption lands on his Saber, as well as Xiaosha, as he takes a huge chunk of damage from the Empowered Arrow. Junhao looking for a last-ditch effort on the engage, but he gets taunted up before the Cyclone gets issued. And here's the re-engage, as Satab will go in for a double kill, and Wako is forced to flee.
The desperation play right here from Ultra Prime, because the Terry on top is the dragon that has just spawned, which is the Mountain Soul. Ultra Prime did not want to give this away to TT, but right here, TT, they have the waves, they have the members alive, they will be looking for that mid lane tier 1 inhibitor. I mean, if they were all sticking together, this could have also been the end, but right now, it is going to be just that mid lane push and the Dragon Soul. Triple Mountain with Soul going over to TT. Ultra Prime, it's looking a little cooked.
What a game
0
for
kills.
ThunderTalk. They haven't gotten on the board just yet. I feel like this happened to ThunderTalk in one of their games last week as well. So good on them to rebound and play a very clean last game of the group stage for themselves, potentially, as the Equalizer comes out to try to prevent this tier 2 tower from falling. One more minion is going to do it, but here comes the flank from Saber. He comes in with that teleport and is going to try to go for some sort of collapse with Satab on the bottom side without a teleport. Could be Wako looking to try to do some damage onto Hoya, but he's just too tanky, man, on this Galio, as he Justice punches right out on there and says, see ya later. All of a sudden we start thinking like, okay, hold on. Maybe it's not over just yet. Junhao might find an opportunity here. He's going for a flank, not finding the Cyclone onto a crucial carry just yet. Saber using the Realm Warp to come in, but he might be trapped between everybody on ThunderTalk as Beishuan looks for the engage. Saber goes golden. Feather and Hoya just tanking up this front line without any say of the world. Another two-man taunt lands. Junhao gets knocked up. ThunderTalk are going to do it. They're going to land the knock-up onto Wonjong and take him down as well. Wako and Xiaosha the last to survive, but I don't know if they'll be able to do so for much longer. Another piercing arrow connects. The Leandry's burn might take Xiaosha down himself. He's going to head right back to base, but he's going to not get there in time, as ThunderTalk are going to get themselves another win in the group stage.
Ultra Prime on the dichotomy. Do you stop them or do you give the Baron? TT are going to take them down. They're going to take the Nexus and they're going to push themselves to that second place in their group.
Might have been a loss for ThunderTalk once, but it will not happen twice, as that's just TT, baby. Nexus down, ThunderTalk advance, and will finish second in Group B.